Honestly, was anyone just a little bit disappointed that there was no new opening for this episode? Well, I guess they'll have an opening once the actual story of this filler arc actually begins. So as we're in filler for Fairy Tail, my expectations for the episodes are kinda low. And this episode, as well as the Mo episode from last week, was no exception. Normally I just skip filler. I just don't see the, well, I do see the point of it and why it's needed, but I don't find filler entertaining. But honestly, strangely enough, this filler arc in Fairy Tail that we currently had, even the Mo episode from last week, I have found rather enjoyable. I know, it's weird. Anyway, the episode opens up with both Frochce and Lecter shopping for some clothes, with Lecter being a pompous twat and trying to figure out what suits him. Yeah, what suits a cat. Meanwhile, while Lecter is talking to the shopkeeper, Frochce, the dumbass that he is, decides to walk away and get lost for some effing reason. We then cut to both Sabretooth and Fairy Tail in their respective guilds, in a pool for some reason just to show off some girls in bikinis, until Lecter goes and tells Steen and Road that Frochce has gone missing and they go on an Easter hunt for him. And essentially the rest of the episode is just Frochce going around town being lost while meeting different people from Fairy Tail and different comedic moments. Now honestly, for the most part, these comedic moments did work, because I did enjoy some of them, such as when he met up with Natsu and Lucy, and the time when he met up with Ray and Juvia. But sometimes when he met up with Fairy Tail members, it was just kinda stupid, like the time he met up with Erza. And I think they only got Erza in this episode just to wear this stupid cat suit.
お揃い？
あれを探してあちこち行ってたのでしょうか。
ほう、これは色といい、可愛らしさといい、素晴らしいな。
And in this episode, it's an entire episode of Frochce gone missing, just to display how much of a dipshit he really is. And this one part in this one episode just didn't make any sense to me. The part where freaking the cat Frochce was looking at a map because he's lost, he wanted to get back home. Then Road straight away knows that, oh my god, we have to let him do this, you know. We have to let him get back home by himself. And after all this shit we watched, he didn't even get back home in the end. He went to Fairy Tail with a dipshit.
そしてこう言うんだ。ここじゃねえ！
So of course for a filler episode, nothing really makes sense and the story is rather bland. It's one of those episodes that just have one story within that episode and never continues on. It concludes in the same episode. Hell, I even got a few chuckles and smiles at this episode too. And to say that it was necessarily awful, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that it's just above average really. It was entertaining and made me entertained for 20 minutes, but that's about it. Nothing else to be really said about this episode. It's about a cat who got lost and is trying to get back home. That's about it. And no doubt, the worst thing about this episode was this guy. Ichia, I think his name is, from Blue Pegasus.
それなら知ってるぞ。どこだ？ここだ。フレッシュ！
Every time that guy is on screen, he freaks me the hell out. Honestly, for this filler arc, I'm just waiting for the actual story to happen. That's all I'm waiting for. Honestly, I don't care about a cat getting lost or a mole trying to marry Lucy. As enjoyable as they may have been when watching them, looking back critically, they kinda were shit in terms of writing as well. Animation was decent, nothing spectacular as we've seen in previous episodes. Not much in the way of action, it's more oriented on comedy rather than anything. And the comedy for the most part was kinda bland, especially the part where Road accidentally touches Yukino's breast. And others can be comprised of previous jokes in the first Fairy Tail season, but some of them did actually make me smile or at least chuckle in some sense, such as the part where Natsu comes in, you know, and all that crap, and the part where Road jumps onto the carriage to try to save Road, but instead he succumbs to motion sickness. Overall, this episode was okay. I give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's filler, so what can you expect? There are good filler, there are bad filler. This was just mediocre filler. Although I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the next episode of the filler, because for some reason there's fan service as usual. Erza's in a maid costume, no, in a freaking whatever costume, and then they're playing pool or something, and there's this another girl, or I don't know, maybe there may be some plot, you know. So that's all I had to say in terms of this review. What did you think of the episode? Did you think it was bad? Did you think it was good? Did you enjoy it? Was it funny? Was it not? What were your take on this filler episode? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you feel so inclined to do so. New videos every single week, whether it's a manga review, a full-length anime review, or just an episodic anime review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next Fairy Tail / Naruto / Bleach / One Piece / whatever the fuck review. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.